Hey guys, welcome back to Arabia for another game. We have down in here, playing in blue, we have MalevolentNight playing as Aztecs, which is good. No Hun War. Yes! Thank you so much, MalevolentNight, for playing this, and to your opponent, Chen. I'm very, very happy with this right now, and that's why I've decided to air, really, two MalevolentNight games are really close together, because he decided to break the mold. Good on you. So what do we know? Shen playing down over here in green as Mayans. His opponent will be MalevolentNight playing as the Aztecs in blue. So, what can we tell already? We can tell that Mayans archer based, and you could call Aztecs infantry based. You could call that. I know they lack halberdier, but they do get that +4 attack, which in my opinion definitely makes them infantry based. Even though they do get siege on again, they do get arbalest and things like that. I think they are definitely probably eagle warrior based. Probably my best bet. So, yeah, if you have any dispute with that, let me know. But that means that we can be expecting some fast archers from Mayans, because they do get that advantage. And I don't think that Malevolent will actually try and get his infantry bonus, really, until the late game, because their infantry bonus does not come in until late game. And from Shen right now, we do actually have a boar lure going on right now, going to lure his opponent's boar right across the map here. Very well done. And we have Malevolent trying to steal his opponent's boar as well. We have a double boar lure there from Malevolent, however, losing both those boar. And Shen very close to getting this boar now, but he is too far away, and the boar has got bored. That is not good. And we've got a little bit of a lag issue here. I'll just fix that really quick. And I have actually been having quite a lot of lag issues. We have another one right there. I have no idea why. And I have no idea what I'm doing. I've tried everything to fix it so far, but there's nothing I can come across it has. I've changed my frap settings. My computer's by all database. That's right, I can run Crisis on full. Anybody who knows anything about computers will tell you that is good. That Eagle Warrior, they're surviving on 1 hit point, so I'm sorry if it is like a bit awkward between a few of the bits where it seems a bit skippy, and that there, I'm not going to read that out because I like to think of myself as quite a nice caster. I don't like profanities while I'm casting. However, while I'm playing 1v1 in my room, I do go off nut on many occasions. So both players having their 2 boar each. There was an attempt to steal both boars over here, and there was an attempt to steal 1 boar from Shen. So, looking at the positions, what can we tell? We've got a back gold here from Shen. We've got 2 stone in the back and another back gold there and a side gold there. Going to be able to wall this off extremely easily. He's going to be in for quite a good game, especially playing as the Mayans. He's going to be able to just stock up on stone from these, put a castle up nice and quick, use these golds around here. He's pretty much got 3 golds that he can just lock down really easy. So we can expect to see pretty much plumed archers from him. So, Malevolent, what have you got? You've got a front gold here, which is easily harassable. This back one here, have you scouted this? Yes, he knows that there, so he's not in too much trouble. And we have houses coming up across here. So, as we can see, quite a bit of trash talk going on in this game so far. And nothing else I can really tell from Malevolent's position. He will actually have trouble, definitely have trouble, actually, walling off. It's not a nice position, especially with this big open area here. However, if he does decide to whack down Blacksmith, maybe a few archery ranges across there, he should be alright. However, right now, what do we have? We have a forward barracks going up for MalevolentNight, which means one thing we can expect to see at militia there. Playing as Aztecs, we can always see that 4 militia come out. Generally, it could be 3 though. Definitely grouped up with that Eagle Warrior if you haven't lost it already. However, Shen has noticed this. I believe he has seen this. Has he seen this barracks? No, he has not, but he has walled off already. Quite smart. It is really going to help him because of these these militia are going to have a lot of trouble getting in. As much as it looks like you could walk between those trees there, you can't. So, I don't know if I've said this in this video already, actually, but because I have tried to record this quite a few times already, but it's lagged out on me, which is really bad, so I am trying to fix it up. So, I can't even figure out what to do at the moment, how to unlag it. It's performing pretty well at the moment, but I don't know what I've done. Something's just not liked. I don't know whether it's the fact that the screen's so big and it's recording so much information, or if the fact it's writing to my hard drive. What I have tried writing to a portable hard drive, but it doesn't work. I've tried lowering my settings, upping my settings, etc., etc., and I have no idea. So basically what I want to say is I'm trying to play a bit more. I've played about 5 games at the moment, so, and that's just today, so that's not bad. 5 1v1s, I think I won 3, lost 2, which isn't bad considering I'm just coming back to it. And naturally, I'm in my last year of school as well. I think I've said that before, so I do not have a lot of time. Every time I get to play games like it is actually a luxury at the moment. Naturally, recording these games comes on top of my personal gaming. So, looks like Malevolent's not going to get through here. Just not doing well here. And we do have Shen going up to Imperial Age, going to be able to push out now. Looks like he is going quite heavy onto gold there. 4 villages on gold already. We have 3 onto stone, so we can be expecting to see that fast castle up here. Wouldn't be surprised, honestly. Yep, there we go, going for an actual fast castle. We've got the market coming up there, and Smith should be up quite soon. Where are you, Smith? Can't see you yet. Is there a Smith anywhere? No Smith, and there we go. Smith down over there. So Fast Castle definitely on the running now for Shen. He's nearly got his food to advance. Just needs another 80 more there, and this will be up in no time at all. Naturally going to probably ring that bell to try and get that food up a little bit more. And we have MalevolentNight still in the front at the moment. However, has he gone up? He is in feudal. So whether or not he'll judge it and go up to castle as well. There we go. So we have Shen going up to castle. Malevolent already going up to castle. So he's actually beating him in the castle race right now. There's militia here just sitting here annoying the hell out of him. I know they would be annoying the hell out of me. And Shen right now, he's completely stonewalled himself in. Except for this section over here, which has a little bit of stonewall, a blacksmith and a market and a house. And we do know they are quite naturally strong just buildings. Shen, 550 stone, going to be able to get that castle up very, very quickly. So how is Malevolent going to counter this? He should know that they're coming out. He might be going for... could even be going for Eagle Warriors. Eagle Warriors do have a great resistance to arrow fire. But he could also get some of those mangonels out, and of course, if this goes to late game, he can go for the Siege Onagers, or just the Onagers, because we know how much they devastate enemy archers. So there we go, there's the castle coming up there, whether or not, I don't think we are going to see a second one. Not enough stone there for a second one. Looks like we do see 2 town centers coming up, though. Or at least I'm predicting to. We have one up there and one up there. There we go. So there's the 3 town center there going for that boom. Doesn't look like Shen's going to have that luxury. Oh, wait. Yes, he does. He's going for 2. Not better than 3, but of course 2 better than 1. Because we all know that 1 is the loneliest number. So, this moment is pretty much just a stalemate. Both players trying to outdo each other, trying to outboom at this stage. But we do have Shen coming out with those plumed archers already, and he has the no upgrades on them yet. Can be expecting to see those upgrades quite soon, though. Militia still down over here, absolutely trashing it out. And we do have MalevolentNight starting to do a small wall off. This area here going to prove invaluable. And that siege workshop coming up. Which means one thing, we can be expecting to see those siege weapons out, which is great. Because we all know how well a good placed mangonel shot can do. But going scorpions instead, interesting choice here. We know that a mangonel can absolutely destroy a group of archers. Scorpions on the other hand, they do quite well versus them as well, as long as they're grouped together. And as long as there's enough of them. So as long as you've got enough scorpions, you should be alright. And he's going for 2. And here we go, seeing if this is going to actually pay off. I don't know if it'll pay off as well as going for the Onager, because, well, Mangonel at this point, because Mangonels do so much damage. They are just crazy. So, still on stone heavily there, so we can be expecting to see a second one up there. And that villager going to get picked off there. Very, very bad there. And here we go, Scorpions. Let's see how they do. Not too badly so far. Getting that ultra damage out there, the splash damage I should probably say. However, not one-shotting and forcing him to move back as much as a Mangonel would. Mangonel causes you to really, if you've got archers out, you really want to be as far away from it as possible. Because you know if one shot goes off, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. But we currently have 5 Scorpions out here. Scorpions, of course, having that minimum range, and as you can see, taking quite a bit of damage there. Even though they've got that 6 pierce armor, they do get quite a bit of They do take quite a bit of damage. But over here, this could be very dangerous, doing quite a bit of damage there. And these Scorpions, they look like they're starting to pay off, honestly. They're not doing too badly at all. However, saying that, we do have a lot of plumed archers on the field right now for MalevolentNight. And here we go, we've got Scorpion going there. Could definitely get used with ballistics. I believe ballistics does affect siege weapons. I could swear it does. So, continuing this fight out here. Here we go. Pushing, pushing, pushing. How are these going to go? Losing quite a few there. And it looks like we might be going for mass Scorpions here. Finishing this wall off here, and those plumed archers, they're just getting absolutely smashed by those Scorpions. I take this back. In this stage, if you just want 1 Mangonel, that's fine. But if you get out 6 Scorpions, you got damage right there. I believe that's 6. Yeah, that's 6. But going to be able to do the damage there a lot. And if you can't tell already, and if I haven't said, I do have the small trees mod on, which is fine if you ask me. It doesn't look too bad, even though it does look like you could sneak a villager or 2 through. Let me know if you don't like it, and I can always just change it back. So let me know what you think there. And Barracks going up here, so it looks like we could be seeing Eagle Warriors. We do have a MalevolentNight going up to Imperial Age, though. His opponent also going up to Imperial Age. And that Imperial Age, of course, means we are going to see Eagle Warriors. Eagle Warriors, of course, are very good against plumed archers, especially when they get +4 and that +4 pierce armor damage. But it does look like we are going to see quite a few monks, actually, from Shen, which is interesting. Of course, they will be able to get the siege conversion there. Siege, of course, being very slow. And if you can start to convert these actual Scorpions right now, that could be really, really bad for MalevolentNight. He is currently up by about 150 points, so not doing too badly. but definitely going to be in trouble. And we've got the Eagle Warrior out there from Malevolent Knight, so it means he knows now that he's producing extra Eagle Warriors, which means, and let's just have a look at the upgrades. So we do have the +3 attack, which generally comes from just going up into Castle Age, and we have the +1 armor, so it looks like we have +1/+1. And we have our 5 mangonels at the moment. Malevolent Knight just going up to Imperial. Looks like Chen is going to go up now. And there hasn't been much harassment tonight. It actually has been quite a peaceful game so far. However, all these siege weapons are going to come in so useful when defending against mass plumed archers, because we do know how successful they are. But it looks like we've got Chen changing tactic here, going for Eagle Warriors. Can we see any Elite Eagle Warrior being done there? More Eagle Warriors being created. Nothing being done at the Forge at this point. However, we are at +1/+1 as well. Note, just +1 Elite Eagle Warrior has been done. So it looks like it's going to come down to Eagle Warriors here. So those Scorpions there are quite a smart choice. Scorpions, of course, going to be able to do quite a bit of damage versus mass infantry, as we all know. So here come the Eagle Warriors at this point. Got the +2 armor upgrade now, which is great to see. Still on +1 right now. Both players on Elite. Let's check. Both players aren't on Elite. We actually have Malevolent sitting down right now, not on the Elite yet, but he does have the Onega research done, which means he is absolutely going to be able to pump out the kills. Town Center coming up near this gold here. Like I said, Shen has such a nice position, he can just kind of sit out and do whatever the hell he wants at this point. So, Town Center here. Nope, University. So here it goes, siege weapons going for it. Of course, we're about to see how powerful Onegas are. Of course, I wanted to add this as well, because I actually did get a massive own today with siege Onegas. It was absolutely just beautiful. I held off so many plumed archers with like 4 siege Onegas. I pretty much sat there for 20 minutes just defending it off. It was a team game. It was absolutely great. Highest score of the game. Felt great. So here we go. Here come the Eagle Warriors. Going to be able to close in on this siege very, very quickly if he's not careful. However, looks like he could lose quite a few here. These Scorpions going to be able to damage it right out. And there we go. Look at that damage there from those Onegas. They're absolutely smashing it out right now. Of course, they are going to be able to do great damage versus their siege because they can close that just the distance so quick. But I think this might have been worth it. I know Onegas are worth quite a bit of gold, but the amount there he killed with them, that could honestly be worth it. And beautiful attack ground there, actually. And he might lose that one there if he's not careful. We are currently on +1 attack, +2 defense for Malevolent, and +1/+4 for Shen. So what do we got? It looks like they're just starting to stream Eagle Warriors into the base, killing off a bunch there again. These Onegas proving invaluable in this situation, absolutely destroying his opponent at this stage. However, the scores are very close. Shen's still in the lead, just then by about 200 points, so it's not much to it at all. But there's definitely a lot going on here. What have we got now? We've got more Eagle Warriors, no more plumed archers. He's noticed this siege, and he's noticed all the Eagle Warriors, so he's done the smart thing. He's decided to read the game and do that. Eagle Warriors being split there, beautiful work. However, he might not win this. Has Malevolent gone up to... Malevolent has finally gone up to Elite Eagle Warriors. However, we do have Mayan there with his Elite upgrade. Of course, that is going to be good. It means they've got 100 hit points now instead of 60. This is actually great to watch right now. It's coming down to a lot of unit. And we can see that we've got the players actually sharing a gold mine. Couldn't think of it any nicer way to do it myself. So Eagle Warriors, it looks like right now we do have Shen on 158 population compared to Malevolent Knight on 148, so it is still fairly close, except this game is going to be won by who can max out first, really. So what have we got up here? We've got these units down here, absolutely running into here, looking to go for destroying this economy. Lots of idle villages at the moment from Malevolent. Of course, he's having a lot of trouble catching up. And these Eagle Warriors are just going to run rampant right now. It looks like we could be in a lot of trouble right now for Malevolent. And there we go, Malevolent running back. And that's fair enough. Good game from there from Malevolent. He'd run out of resources. He had pretty much nothing left to go with. He did have quite a bit at the end there. However, at this stage, he was just being completely overwhelmed. All this siege going down is really going to cost him a lot. And the fact that all these Eagle Warriors just got into this town here and just were pretty much killing off everything in their sight got him. So, thanks for watching, guys. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe.